Hey, what's up, Universe? It's Edward. Welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome back to TNA. It is the first episode following the, just some shocking announcement that I made on Monday night during the Raw Watch Along. Watch Alongs now take place on the Wrestle Luigi channel, by the way. That, this is one of the final 5 weekly episodes of TNA. TNA will merge with NXT at Worlds Collide 2 in just a few weeks on September 7th. You will see all the championships be unified. And we are kicking things off with Keith Lee making his way down to the ring. He is the man of the hour, the raid boss of the ring. So, Keith Lee makes his way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for him. As we are beginning our hunt to find out who is going to be the final challenger to the TNA World Championship. Because I can confirm that we are going to have... We are not going to just finish finding out our final champions at Rebellion in just a couple of weeks. There will still be more. So, tonight, Keith Lee finds himself going one-on-one with Eric Young. Both of these mods, both of these characters, both of these models are mods, of course. The Eric Young mod is a port from his 2K19 model. Comes from... Hold on. Comes from DFM85. And Keith Lee's mod, for those wondering. I got it in the Mr. Humphrey Discord server. You can get that. You can join that by being one of his Patreon backers. And the Keith Lee mod, since this is the first time we're seeing both of these, I want to make sure I give the proper credit where it's due. You know, I don't want to be someone who just pretends that they do all of this with no help, because God knows I need the help. But Eric Young and Keith Lee ready to go one-on-one tonight. You gotta wonder how these guys are feeling about the upcoming shift in their potential shift, I suppose. They're not exactly going to be forced to sign with NXT after the merger in a few weeks. Keith Lee comes from Bam Bam Brave. That's who made the Keith Lee mod. Oh, I believe the modder's name is just Brave, and that's just their nickname in the Discovery Discord. But either way, it is Keith Lee and Eric Young one-on-one. Without any further ado, here we go. Keith Lee comes in. Big shoulder block to Eric Young, knocking him down. Eric Young back to his feet, gets shoved back by Lee, and Keith Lee shoves him back again. Grabs Eric Young. Keith Lee. Massive flatliner. Hits him with an elbow, taking him down now. Now Eric Young coming back in. Elbow strike knocks back Keith Lee. Eric Young grabs a hold of him now, and Eric Young taking Keith Lee towards the ropes here. Eric Young grabs a hold of him, taking him down now, and Eric Young stomp into the chest of Keith Lee. Keith Lee down now. Eric Young grabs the leg. Keith Lee. What a Hurricane Rana from the big man. Keith Lee now drops him with an elbow, taking him down. And now Lee. Right hook to Eric Young. Pulls him in. Keith Lee scoops him up and hits him with another flatliner, taking him down. And Eric Young pulling himself up in the ropes now. Keith Lee grabs a hold of him now. Grabs Eric Young. Keith Lee throws him through the ropes to the outside. And here we go. Keith Lee. Wrecking ball drop kick takes down Young to the outside. Big chop now. Keith Lee knocking him back here. Keith Lee chops him again now. Eric Young. Big punch now. Firing back at him here. Big chop now. Eric Young kicks him down. Knocks him to his knees. Grabs onto Keith Lee. And Eric Young. Swinging neck breaker on the floor to Keith. After the count of 4 now. Keith Lee getting picked back up to his feet at the count of 5. And into the barricade goes Lee. 6 count. Keith Lee is down. 7 count. Keith Lee. 8. Breaks the count. And big crossbody to Eric Young. Hooks the leg now. Keith Lee's got him down for the 1. No, Eric Young kicks out. Eric Young back to his feet now, and Keith Lee, shoulder block. Takes him down. Keith Lee goes for another kick. Eric Young out of the way. Eric Young coming in. Elbow strike to Keith Lee, taking him down. Kicks him down again now. Eric Young grabs a hold of him, pulls him in. Keith Lee punches him in the face. Knocking Eric Young back, and Keith Lee, massive spine buster. Drops the elbow on him for good measure now. Does Lee. Eric Young goes down. Lee getting him back up to his feet here. Keith Lee throws Eric Young into the corner. Big pounce into the corner. Taking him down now, and Keith Lee looking to wrap it up with a Spirit Bomb. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Keith Lee picking up the victory. The bounce Eric Young got off of that as well. Keith Lee with the win. Hey, big man. What happened to not being focused on the team? Because, you were talking about me not being focused for the last several weeks while I was having some of the biggest matches of my career, and then as soon as we start teaming again, you do this? Christopher, I did not ask for a singles match tonight. I simply arrived to the arena and was told, no, I get it. You were just doing what you were told. And look, I get it, Keith. I get it, because there's 5 weeks left, right? Only one person gets to call themselves the final TNA champion. Only one person gets to walk into Worlds Collide as the world champion, and I'm not going to be known as a final tag champion. Sorry, big guy. It's nothing personal, I mean. It's only as personal as you make it. You never wanted me in your group, did you, Matt Cardona? Well, last I recalled, you were the one begging me to bail your ass out of trouble. You were the one coming to me and begging me to work together when you came back at Bound for Glory. Myers and I, we were starting to hit it off. We were starting to become friends, and then you roll in and start acting like you and I have been buddies this whole time. So Matt Cardona, you call yourself a master of the death match, a king of hardcore. Well, how about we take the rules and throw them out the window at Rebellion? And how about I beat your little ass all over the arena until you are bleeding from every possible spot, until you are laying in a pool of your own blood, and you acknowledge that you are not the indie god. The only god in TNA is the wrestling god. Alright, we're going to move into some tag team action up next, as well, with the NXT merger on the way, I figured we may as well start a little early. Because here come NXT's Kianna James and Izzi Dame to the ring. Getting a shot tonight to go head-to-head with the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions are these two. So Kianna and Izzi making their way down to the ring. So, Kianna and Izzi have made their way to the ring, obviously. We know that, obviously we know that there's going to be unification between the women's tag team titles in NXT and the Knockouts tag titles from TNA. We just don't know who's going to be holding those titles heading into the night of yet at Worlds Collide 2. Which, yes, go ahead, get your jokes out of the way. We had a team holding both sets of championships at the same time for months, and then we split them back up, and now we're reunifying them. Yes, I know. So the Decay of Rosemary and Havoc have made their way to the ring. Any further ado, let's do this. Tag team action. Kianna James starting it out with Rosemary. Here we go. Rosemary into a sling blade, taking down Kianna James, hits the ropes, and drop kick takes her down. Kianna coming back in now. Look at this. Rosemary got her again. Sidewalk slam in the center of the ring. Kianna now, forearm strike, knocking her back. Grabs a hold of her here. Kianna James gets her up, and spine buster, taking down Rosemary. Into a cover now. Rosemary down. Cover for the one. No. Kick out at one from Rosemary. Rosemary back to her feet. Kianna goes for a forearm. Rosemary puts her in the corner of the Decay. Tag made to Havoc. And now Rosemary and Havoc. Here we go on the ropes. Drop toe hold into elbow drop from Havoc. And senton. Oh my god. As Kianna was trying to stand. Kianna James coming back in and arm taken down on Havoc. Havoc getting picked back up to her feet now. Kianna James throws her off the ropes. Ducks her. Kianna now leapfrogs her into, goes for a knee strike, counter. Havoc now grabs onto her, throws her over the ropes now, and Havoc into the back, takes her down, and goes for a leg drop, nobody home. Kianna pulls her back in now. Kianna's got the arm and takes out the arm. Havoc goes down now. Kianna James pulling back on the arm. Oh, and Havoc cuts her up before she can even reach Izzi Dame. Scoops her up. Sidewalk slam right in front of her tag partner. Into a cover now. Havoc for the one. No. Kick out from Kianna James. Is Kianna going to be able to get the tag? Yes, she is. Here's Izzi Dame. And Havoc is telling Izzi Dame, bring it. What is Izzi Dame doing? Here we go. Here she comes. Oh, and she managed to outpower Havoc. Turns her over with a kick now. Izzi Dame comes off the ropes. Kick to the head. Havoc goes down. Izzi Dame standing tall now. Havoc is down. Izzi Dame kicking to the head now. Havoc grabs a hold of her now, and Havoc throws her into the barricade. Grabs onto her again. Throws her back into the ring. And now Havoc hits the ropes and gets absolutely clobbered. Leg drop connects. Havoc into a cover on Izzi now. Cover for the one. For the two. No. And now Izzi Dame back to her feet. Havoc shoves her away. Havoc pulls her in. And big lariat there, taking her down. Getting her back up to her feet now is Havoc. Big right hook connects now, and Havoc's got a hold of her. Havoc snapmare takes her down, hits the ropes, and massive crossbody. Flattening Izzi Dame there now, and now Havoc knocks her back, grabs her by the throat. Izzi Dame with a counter. And now Izzi Dame, no, Havoc sends her off the ropes, and slams her down again. Tag made to Rosemary. And Rosemary now, what is she thinking here? Rosemary lining her up, and Rosemary hits the spear. 1, 2. Saved by Kianna. And now Kianna James. Whoa! Dumping Rosemary out of the ring. And Havoc sprinting around ringside. Kianna James knocking back Havoc. Havoc wiping out Kianna James now. Izzy Dame. Big flapjack there. Elevated flapjack to Rosemary cover. 1, 2. Rosemary getting the shoulders up. Rosemary knocks her back now. Now Rosemary gets her up on her shoulders. Looks right at Kianna James. And down goes Izzy Dame. And that's game for the Decay. Just like that, the Decay picking up the victory. A massive victory there for them tonight. Rosemary and Havoc with the win. We still got plenty more coming up here tonight on TNA, including a State of the Union address up next. My fellow TNA wrestlers, my esteemed TNA fans, over the past 8 months, I was able to lead this company through great progress. Today, TNA Universe has the strongest fan base in the world. We made historic investments in rebuilding what a true TNA World Champion should look like. In removing jokes and one-hit wonders from the world title scene. And now all of that seems to be coming to an end with a merger, a buyout, a collision of worlds. Well, I assure you, my esteemed TNA fans, let me express, first of all, my greatest gratitude to all of you for your continued support throughout my campaign as your TNA World Champion. But now, new steps begin forward towards that of saving the next generation, of saving NXT. Many have wondered, will I resign as the TNA World Champion? Will I step down? Will I vacate the championship? Or will I be willing to go back to the place that didn't want me to begin with? Well, to that I say, I will not be stepping down as your TNA World Champion. I will fight as your champion until my last breath. And only if someone along the way should take this TNA Championship from me, then I will resign from TNA, and I will not participate in this merger, and I will go on to heal the rest of the wrestling world instead. But I assure you of one thing, my fellow citizens of TNA, a man like Jeffrey Nero Hardy will not be leading this company into a collision of worlds. This will be my final address for now. Just remember, in Ali, we trust. Alright, we've got some more singles action coming up next, as here comes the X Division Champion down to the ring. Someone who also may not be terribly thrilled about this merger coming up. As here comes Trevor Lee down to the ring. So Trevor Lee tonight, having his first match in a couple of weeks now. He is going head-to-head with Aron Stevens, making his way down to the ring. This is Stevens' first singles match in quite a while. But Stevens is now in a situation where he's going to be locked in a steel cage with Brian Cage in a couple of weeks. And so, Aron Stevens makes his way to the ring. Without further ado, let's see how Aron Stevens fares in singles action. I believe his last singles match, he lost to Joe Hendry in one of the fastest matches in LS11 history. Welp! Sometimes history is doomed to repeat itself, but you can't let Toa Leona and Bishop Khan distract you, Trevor. As Aron drops him. Aron Stevens to pin the X Division champion. No. Cave in again. And now Trevor Lee pulls him in and takes him down. And Khan and Leona won't be able to help Aron inside the steel cage either. If Trevor Lee can do that, what's going to happen when it's Brian Cage? What's going to happen when it's Brian Cage? Our main event, Joe Hendry and Raj Dhesi, is just moments away.
Jordan, I heard your challenge. And of course, last week I had to make sure you knew that I accepted. I'll be there at Rebellion. I'll take your precious title. I'll bring it home with me, and you'll be stuck here watching your home crumble around you as it's absorbed into another world. The entire time you'll be forced to live with your failure. I'll see you at Rebellion, Jordan. Until then, you know where to find me.
All right, well, it is main event time here on TNA. As here is the now former LS11 Grand Champion. The Maharaja Raj Dhesi. Raj Dhesi making his way down to the ring. He's been talking about how he wants gold. Now he wants gold. He wants another shot at the digital media title. So, Raj Dhesi's made his way to the ring. As here comes the former TNA World Champion, the man who will be facing Hammerstone in just a couple of weeks at Rebellion. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry making his way down to the ring. Former TNA World Champion. Hendry and Dhesi. Here we go. Oh, Raj out of the gate with a knee strike, taking down Hendry. Raj Dhesi pulls him in now. DDT to Joe. Joe Hendry goes down now. Raj Dhesi goes for him. Hendry countering now. Joe Hendry. Big knee strike takes him down. And Joe down in the ground and pound. Hendry getting him back up to his feet now. Joe Hendry, big chop there. Raj now jumping neckbreaker, taking him down here. Now Raj Dhesi's got him down. Raj getting him back up to his feet. Grabs a hold of Hendry, throws him off the ropes now, and Dhesi taking him down. Picks him in the ribs now, and now the Maharaja grabs the former world champion, taking him down again. Now Raj Dhesi has had Joe Hendry's number for a while now. Anytime they've faced off in multi-man matches, he has had Joe Hendry's number. The entire season. The season kicked off with Raj Satnam Singh and Mahabali Shera knocking off Hendry and a couple of allies in 6-man tag team action. Of course, he teamed up with a few people back at LAW's Staying Alive event as well. Ended up coming up short against Raj Dhesi on that night as well. Kick out from Joe Hendry there. I'm just kind of getting the record books given to me here. I'm giving another look through to be 100% sure, but yes. Hendry, at every occasion that they have met inside the ring, Raj Dhesi has come out victorious against the former TNA champion. As Hendry gets spun around, Dhesi, I think, might have been looking for the Colossus. Knee strike from Hendry. Taking him down now, and now Joe tries to grab him now. Joe Hendry coming off the ropes, and knee strike again. Joe Hendry's got a hold of him now, and Hendry going into the head. Taking down the Maharaja. Raj Dhesi is down now. Joe Hendry kicking away at him here. Hendry's got him down again. Raj back to his feet now, and Raj with a jumping knee strike. Hendry goes down now, and Raj Dhesi's got him now for kick into the ribs. Wiping his feet off as if he's done with Hendry now. Raj has got a hold of him now, and Raj Dhesi throws him off the ropes, pulls him in. Hendry claps the ears, throws him over his shoulder, taking him down. Hendry going down, ground and pound, punching him in the head. Joe getting him back up to his feet now. Joe Hendry with a chop into a jab. Raj slaps him back. Hendry. Here we go, exchanging strikes now are these two. Maharaja and the prestigious one going back and forth here. Joe throws another chop. Maharaja countering now, and Joe Hendry. Discus clothesline, taking him down. Getting Dhesi back up to his feet now, and now Joe Hendry with Raj Dhesi in the corner now. Puts him over the top rope now, Joe Hendry. No, knocked back by the Maharaja. Raj Dhesi taking him down, drop toe hold. Pulls him in, camel clutch. He is in on Joe Hendry. Hendry now sliding free, gets out from under the legs, taking out the legs now of Raj Dhesi. Now Dhesi turns him around, countered by Joe, and Joe Hendry. Standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry picks up the dub. Big victory there from Joe Hendry. That's going to do it for TNA tonight. Thank you all for watching this week. Until next time, everybody, I will see you all. Hello, referee. On Saturday for the Great American Bash. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.